Oh, damn, man. Hey, man, get this shit out of here, baby. Steve Cohen on, man. He wanna zoom a nigga. Oh, damn, my bad. Oh, what's up, Mr. Congress and Steve Cohen? Man, I was just finna fight his blood up and shit, man, but I found out weed was a category 1 drug, man. What the fuck is up with that schedule, man? I ain't even got no motherfucking schedule. You scheduling shit down there, ain't letting niggas know.
Your hands are tied on Schedule 1. But it is ludicrous, absurd, crazy to have marijuana in the same level as heroin.
My nigga them said that if you smoke 43 blunts in 43 minutes on 43rd Street, you're dead in 43 days. Is that true, Steve?
They didn't overdose on marijuana. And you're listening to them rather than the scientists?
Miles recently convicted over bullshit misdemeanor charge of possessing a hunch of drug or regular marijuana. Is that bullshit?
Anybody that goes to jail for marijuana is a crime. When people for possession are taking their liberties away. It's a waste of money, it's a waste of resources, it's a crime committed by our government.
So, can I snort a whole ball of H and not die?
People die from heroin.
So can we snort a whole ball?
Nobody dies from marijuana. People die from heroin.
Man, I want to smoke this joint with a white boy. Man, that weed was fire. The next day I woke up, his mom said he was dead. But I'm still alive. Was it the weed?
With all due respect, you should be listening to scientists. I understand the parents who are grieved because their child died of an overdose.
Steve, you know, the most precious thing to me is a bag of weed. What's the most precious thing to you, Steve?
The most precious commodity in the world is time. Mr. Mike and I don't have that much more time. That's just the realities.
Got a little time for me to smoke this blunt right quick?
Young people have got lots of time.
Hey man, I want to smoke. I want to smoke in another direction, like to the left. What you think about me smoking to the left or me smoking to the right?
You can't handle the truth. The truth is the drug war failed. Your direction on marijuana is a failure.
Steve, would you please tell this motherfucker that I didn't beat his ass because I was high? I beat his ass because he blew my high.
People don't smoke marijuana and beat up their wives and girlfriends. They get drunk. Sometimes they beat up their wives and girlfriends.
Okay, Steve, check this out. I'm gonna admit, you know, I like driving while I'm high. And while I'm high, I know I drive way better while I'm high. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be hugging at me and shit on this freeway and all this shit because they don't like the way I drive, or I'm not driving as I should go with the flow. But I take my time. I look at all my surroundings, Steve. Do you think that we can write into law that there should be one blunt to every vehicle in every car to be smoked?
What I understand is people who smoke marijuana, mostly they drive slower and they look out for the cops. They don't drive fast and wild like people do on alcohol and cause deaths.
I know a lot of people who smoke marijuana because they tired of Congress and hearing all this bullshit. Don't nobody want to hear this shit. I just want to smoke and get high.
Maybe the reason there's so many more people smoking marijuana now is because they're not listening. That's when you knock people over at the corner store. It's not to get money to buy a donut because you're high. It's to buy heroin because you're hooked. That causes people to die.
Oh, gee, thank you, man. Y'all flew to the stuff and then y'all done robbed the motherfuckers for this shit, man. I just want to know, am I a junkie if I smoke weed?
Nobody dies from marijuana.